Hello, hello. Welcome back to the weekly Monday Motivation Podcast, No More Excuses. I am your host, Sandi Ballard. And if this is your first time listening, welcome. And also welcome back to those frequent listeners. And again, if you've not connected with me on social media, please do. Twitter as Taskmaster Sandi with an I. Growing Forward Success Coaching on Facebook. And obviously my name on LinkedIn, and also Badass Business Coach on Instagram. And remember, I do post every day as far as the theme of the podcast. So I'll post an article or a question, challenge, something like that for you. So it's ways to continue building and growing throughout the week. And thanks again for those who are sharing my podcast. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. So let's see. Last week was all about the negative effects of multitasking and the negative effects that multitasking has on your relationships, personally, professionally, the effects on your business and career. I mean, I was just trying to open GarageBand on my computer to start recording this podcast, but of course I was trying to delete things, some screenshots that were on my computer, clean up some stuff, close this, and everything just was like, what are you doing? So again, I had to stop and do one thing at a time. I force quit GarageBand, and then boom, it opened right up. So even the computer doesn't like it when you multitask, right? So making sure you're showing up 100% and ready to focus 100% on the task at hand, the meeting, and even in your personal life. I mean, if you're on a date or talking with your kids, which we've all done this, and you're still thinking about work or a conversation or a meeting you had, how fair is that to them? And again, would you like that done to you? So, what did you determine? Are you or did you used to be a multitasker? Did you recognize how it was affecting you? And again, thinking if it's somebody else that you've recognized as a multitasker, someone in your life, did you talk to them about it? Share this podcast with them, or share the last one, 165, with them, and then this one. So how did you modify, if it's you, how did you modify your behavior so that you're able to get all the noise out of your head and focus? Right? Think about that. And if you haven't done it yet, all right, go back, listen to 165, and then come back and tell me that. You can always email me, sballard@growingforward.biz, B-I-Z. There's never really a good time to start modifying your behavior. I know, I hear you. You're like, it's kind of like a diet, right? Oh, I'll start, I'll change my behavior, or I'll start something new after this project is done, after this vacation. I'll try that out once I have more time. We all want more time, right? Well, we will get more time if we stop freaking multitasking. So how do you think you'll ever find more time if you don't change things now? How will you ever achieve better results if you don't change things now? If there's resistance to change, or always an excuse, that it's not a good time, then you have to dig a little deeper and determine why. What's behind this, it's not a good time? What's behind this not right now mentality? It's usually fear. Fear is behind everything. Fear that you won't stick with it because, you've failed before or whatever. So habits, fear that it won't make a difference. So you have doubt in it, especially if it's a diet. If I change my way I eat, or if I start adding this supplement, is it really going to work? Because the last quote-unquote diet didn't work. So is there fear that it's going to be hard? Well, it's all hard, especially change. And depending on your personality type, you don't like change if you don't understand why things need to change. So ask yourself, why would you want to have a clear mind and be able to focus better and be more productive? Why would you want to have a clear mind? And why would you want to be able to focus better and be more productive? How would that all feel? What would be the benefit from all of that? Well, if we all want to achieve more, want to be more, then when is a good time? Now, right? In one of my monthly coaching groups, we were talking about the word now. And, so I have all my clients do this word of the year. And someone actually said, I changed my word to now. And we were talking about the word and how it should be everyone's word to live by. And you may have heard, I guess the expression or whatever. Depression is from living in the past, and anxiety comes from living in the future because you're worrying. Well, one of my clients in this group said, when you're in the now, you've won. And playing on words, right? Now spelled backwards is one. And I'm like, that is so true. We were all like this big aha moment. And that's not to say you can't plan ahead, because that would drive me batshit crazy if I didn't plan ahead and if people didn't plan ahead. But it would not allow you, or would it allow you to create better habits? But don't live in this future. If you're living in the future, again, it's uncertain, and that's where the anxiety is coming from. And you can't live in the past where the depression is, because you're depressed because you can't change something you screwed up or you didn't do right or you wished you would have said, right? When you're in the now, you've won. So this week, that is your challenge, to live in the now. I'll be posting daily questions that I'd like you to think about and answer. But for now, email me sballard@growingforward.biz or post here in the comments section. What does that mean to you to live in the now? Right? What does that mean to you? How do you think it can help you? And if you don't know and you can't get out of the past or quit thinking about the future, overthinking about the future, then email me sballard@growingforward.biz and let's talk. Have a great week of living in the now. Cheers.